When was the last time we've had a zombie anime? I currently can only remember Zombieland Saga as like the latest thing that I remember, but if there were anything after Zombieland Saga, let me know. I am interested to see if there are other zombie anime like Sankaria or School Live and such. Anyways, I am interested to see how Zom 100 will go. I have not read the source manga for this, so this is all new to me. Very exciting. Always nice to have another zombie anime. If you liked the video, like the video, and if you didn't like the video, dislike it. I've got my full length and full discussions up on Patreon, but other than that, let us get started. Is the person running on fire? He isn't. It's just that everything else is on fire. It's just a lot of... So he's watching a zombie movie. Well, you know, the zombie apocalypse is kind of like an isekai. You get to restart your life. He's working in a black company, perhaps? If this is how he feels. Oh, the little spirals in his eyes. God. You know, my room is messy, but when I see something like that, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Look at those lips. That's a wig, isn't it? God, that looks like a fuck. That's a wig. And then it just sapped it right out of you. Production company. God, his eyes are so different. Damn, dude. You know, every time I see people just drop shit and just like bump into someone, just drop everything, I'm just like, how did you just loosen your grip that easily? Also, those lips as well. I think his name tag was in the beginning too. I just forgot to read it or didn't translate it. And if I remember this production, the studio animation is like the new, it's new, but I remember doing searches into this where like they probably, you know, the workers came from like a different animation studio that's like, and now they're making this new one and this is like their first production. Oh, he played rugby. That would be good for the zombie apocalypse. He can run. Oh, there's the girl in the back. Yep. Her lips look better than the scene we saw before. The previous scene, huh? No days off. 2 a.m. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. An all-nighter first. Oh, and then you just sleep in the... Oh. This would be considered a black company, wouldn't it? Until 2 days later? Jesus fucking Christ. At this point, you were just on a retreat. Akira. I forgot. It's black company. But you gotta get back to work. The fact that that's like, I was gonna say, the fact that that's legal, but now I'm just like, I'm not really sure if that's legal or if they're literally just working under the board. Well, we saw what happened 3 years later. Show some backbone. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a horrible fucking boss. Some employees are moved to tears! Very health conscious. This is also another way on how isekai starts, right? You literally die of overwork. Oh, another guy quit while other people... You know, you've worked 1 year. You might as well start looking for another job, but he's on his 3rd year right now, so... Does she not pull all-nighters? She's looking great! What a fucking smirk on that guy. Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, so she doesn't fucking work all night. She just... God, it was so bad when I first saw him telling her to come in. I'm just like, wow, he certainly does look like a hentai guy. The old man. Damn, dude. All the isekai opportunity lost. Who gives a shit? He's already walking like a fucking zombie out here. He'll fit right in. Yeah, I would never be able to work with, like, that fucking boss. Let alone having to work, like, 24 hours a day. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, you could always climb over it. Yeah, but it's like, it's just a gate. You could have just climbed over it. What is this, a video game? You can't get over it just because there's a gate? Many unconscious. Mind control. And then a zombie apocalypse happens right after this. Because, like, one of the news that he was... And then he's about to go to work anyways. Even with all that haunting him, he's still going. And, like, he has no time, literally, he has no time to clean up his house. Bike space. Oh yeah, and also he's all at this point where it's like all gray. Oh! Man, stepping on blood and everything? Well, time to close the door. Oh, very nice. Oh, there's some color. That's nice. I really like that. Come on now, use your rugby skill! Oh, the blood are, like, very colorful. Oh my god, they're the running type, too! Ooh! Holy shit! They're the running type, too! Jesus Christ, he slammed really hard into that door if he's bleeding that much. God, that exaggerated running pose. Very fun. It's a zombie apocalypse. You don't have to work either, so... God, finally! Tosses off his... Oh, and now we're finally back in full color. Very nice. Well, I guess that really was like a video game. Damn, dude, he's doing hardcore parkour out here. He learned this from rugby? running from danger, but smiling all the while. I saw the world monochrome. I'm bleeding! Well, now you have time off. Oh. Well, since work is gone, right? God, he was running in dress shoes this whole time. Oh. Damn, he's going so fast. God damn. He knows where she lives. Or... Oh, he does. Because he's, What if... It's the zombie apocalypse, so, like... I don't think there's any other creepy thing. Well, okay, unless it's the boss. Unless the boss is also in there, yeah. The manager, whoever this guy is, who obviously has a wig on him. And those fucking dick-sucking lips of his. It's open! I was just thinking about how, like, what if her room is also, her whole place is also messy. Ah. Oh my god, is he a new variant? What the fuck is he? I'm quitting. Oh god, he's like a bloater. Oh god. Oh, he's finally taking off his tie. He's going full rugby. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, there's the fucking wig. So where's the other girl if the guy was... Uh-oh. Well, time to toss her out the window too. Let's go. Well, you still gotta confess your feelings, right? Alright. You know, I was just thinking, those were like... It's just that her boobs are getting covered by blood. The censorship. Alright, now it's time to toss her out the window. Oh no, he's just running away? Come on now. Yeah, could've at least put her out of her misery. Like you did the boss. Nope, just at a 7-Eleven? Good thing it's all free now, huh? Well, time to start planning out what you're gonna do, huh? Survival mode now. Mm-hmm. Is this the opening song? Bucket list of the dead. I'm gonna cross her out. I remember that there was another girl in the poster, but which is why when I saw Saori, I was just kind of like, huh, she doesn't look like the girl from the poster. Her lips. There were CG in here, but like when he was going on the bike, right? That bike was very much CG, but I couldn't figure out whether he was also CG as well. He probably was, but like it's mixed in with like actual like drawings. Why do I feel like I know who this band is? Why does that sound familiar to me? Well, I'm gonna go back to the center. Alright, so that was the first episode of Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty good opener, just to showcase you the prologue and everything. Also, I just want to say, I'm on the scene, I'm on the screen right now, and I see like destruction in the city, and then I just see a Pomeranians. God, I don't even know how. Anyways, this type of dog, and the first thing I was thinking about is Tokyo Jungle. I think that's the name of it, right? Tokyo Jungle. That was the game where humanities have gone and now the animals have taken over. Anyways, yeah, I thought that this was a pretty good prologue. It showcased our character Akira and why the zombie apocalypse seems like a better option than the work that he's at. And I really enjoy the beginning of this, right? Showcasing us what we will be seeing later on, which is the zombie apocalypse, except it was through a zombie film, right? And we see our character who, funny enough, kind of looks like a zombie himself. So I really enjoy that, and as he starts thinking about how he has to go to work tomorrow, he goes into a flashback, and we kind of just have like this film. I can't remember what it is. This is like 16 by 9? No, anyways, yeah, we have this little like film spot for like the entire, for the rest, well, not the entire, but like for the next 14 minutes. Yeah, for the next 14 minutes until the zombie apocalypse actually happens. Anyways, we got to see this man with his fucking wig. You know, I should have noticed that he, of course, he would be one of those old man hentai that everybody hates. You know, the guy who's fucking the nice looking chick in the hentais. Should have realized from these dick sucking lips of his. But yeah, we see this guy, and he's like, Otori is, Saudi is the mistress to this guy, which, understandable why she looks good compared to everybody else, because she probably doesn't have to work, she doesn't have to work all night, right? I don't even know if she, okay, alright, but I assume she, I'm just gonna scratch out what I was gonna say, but yeah, I assume that she doesn't take all-nighters, because she gets some sort of special benefits from the CEO. They said that he was the CEO, right? Because he said that Otori was the CEO's mistress. Anyways, we get to see our boy on his first year and see how bright-eyed he is compared to how he was on his third years. So it just kind of is showing us how the train wreck happened, right? And him coming in thinking that this is the job that he wants to do, and essentially this is going to be a great place. He gets to meet a girl who looks really nice, and he's just over like, wow, she's certainly my type. I fucking love this girl. Very nice. What did she say she was working for? Hold on. Accounting. She does accounting. Okay. As he goes into a party and like everybody's so nice and happy and friendly with each other, right? He's doing great. They also talk about how he's an athletic boy and he played rugby throughout college, so that tells us that he's perfect for the zombie apocalypse, especially in this zombie apocalypse where all the fucking zombies are running. Alright, if it was like a George Romero type zombie where they're all just fucking at a casual walking pace, right? That would be nothing, but the fact that they're out here fucking running, just charging right at you, I would never survive in that sort of apocalypse, I will say. But we saw with like the CEO guy, right, and how he was getting like, he was like mutating and he was getting like bigger and bigger, right? He looks like a sort of bloater sort of guy. Perhaps we will see some other zombie mutations as well. I just remembered that I was supposed to I just remembered I was supposed to keep this at 10 minutes. Anyways, eventually he finds out that he is working at a black company, an exploitive company, and I probably have to do a little bit of research about that later, because I was thinking about like, this can't be legal, right? But you know, perhaps they're using some sort of loophole in the law or whatever, or Japan just doesn't, you know, we know that, well, Japan in general has like a really bad work culture, where which is also one of the biggest reason why Japan has such a low birth rate, because for the most part everybody is just working all the fucking time, and then when they're not working, they're hanging out with their coworkers because they have to, it's mandatory. And by the time they get home, they're so fucking tired, they don't want to fucking bone, they just want to have to go to sleep, right? It was something that we see with Akira, where he has to come into work all the fucking time, and it gets to the point where he can't even do, he can't even take out his trash just because he's so fucking tired, and when he does have time to go back home, all he's trying to do is just go to sleep. And when he wakes up, he immediately has to go back to work, and so like it's a lucky occasion that he can come back home. Jesus fucking Christ, dude, it's god awful, and it kind of makes me wonder in terms of like the culture of Japan and how Akira goes and says, "Oh, I just have to stick this out. This is the job of my dreams," which the job of my dreams, the dream of my anyways. he wants to stick it out. And it's just kind of like, perhaps that's how the work culture is in Japan, right? Oh, I shouldn't be complaining about this. I should grow some backbone and I should just continue to work and be diligent. Kind of like with these people that we see who's just like, oh, I'm on my 5th year right now. And it's just like, dude, you've been slaving away for 5 fucking years. You have not done anything in this, and I know that you haven't done anything, just looking from what Akira has to do, right? You have no life outside the company. It's just... It's just god awful, and it makes me wonder if like that's how, you know, the culture is in Japan. Like, no, don't complain, put a backbone in yourself, and just don't fucking quit. Although we have seen some people quitting with the CEO kind of grabbing the tab, the little name sticker or the name tag, and just tossing it into the trash like another person has quit and such. You know, it almost sometimes it does feel like a luxury sometimes when you hear somebody goes and says, "Oh, why don't you just quit your job?" Right? And that's what I feel like I'm about to do. But then at some point I'm just like, well, what's stopping them from doing from quitting their job, right? Whether they can't find another job, or they eternally feel like they're stuck and they just can't get out, right? Or they just think that they have to stick it out because that's what they should be doing. That's the feeling. It's just, I don't know, right? I don't know. But Akira stuck out for 3 years. Finally, the zombie apocalypse happens, and he is now on the new track of trying to do 100 things before he dies, right? Having his bucket list. But anyways, we saw with him leaving and him thinking about how he's just like, oh, why am I still working here? He's walking like a zombie, which is very fun. He thinks, should I find another job? And he says, no, impossible. Where would I find the time? That's also another thing too. I do like that. And then he goes and he thinks about like, oh, if I leave, the team will have to pick up my slack. And it's like, that's how they fucking get you, right? They make sure that you have no time for yourself. You're only thinking about the company. And so, yeah, he feels bad for his team if they have to pick up his slack. And he feels like he has no time to find a job, which is understandable, right? They're forcing him to work all these hours, so he can't even find a job, because that means that he'd have to take a day off. But as we saw with all these other people, they've never taken a day off before. They're supposed to have a mental health day and all that, but oh, nobody has ever taken those off before. And I would assume there's probably the chance of you getting fired or you getting more work laid onto you if you take those days off. So yeah, it's really bad, but it does answer my question of like, you know, why doesn't he just quit? It's because he has no time for it. They've gotten him in this lock. And, well, if they fire him, would he get unemployment? That's a question for Japanese people. Or if I just do a quick research. Oh yeah, and then there's also this other one where he says, besides, there are worse companies than mine in the industry. Which is like, if there are other companies worse than yours right now, how bad? Are they literally just in their office for like an entire week or something? Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, he kind of goes and like tries to downplay it, like, oh, there's other companies worse than mine, so, you know, I shouldn't be whining, I shouldn't be complaining about it. But it just fucking sucks, dude. The other thing that I was reminded of, because I don't really read that many zombie mangas, I've only read one, right? And then I've seen, I've mentioned it in the beginning, I mentioned that I've seen Sankareya. I've seen a little bit of Zombieland Saga. Don't really care too much for it, because it's like an idol-ish anime, but with zombies. I've seen School Life, but I've also read School Life, so I guess I have also read 2 zombie mangas. Don't watch the anime of School Life, read the manga, it's so much better. And I think that's the only 3 that's... Oh, High School of the Dead, I forgot. And I've also read the mangas. Okay, I've read 3 zombie mangas. And so, I think that's the four that I remember at the top of my head when it comes to zombie anime. And for the zombie manga that I read, which I still I enjoyed, like, in the beginning and everything. It's a little ridiculous. It's a little ridiculous, but it's called I Am a Hero. They selling it in omnibus, so like if you want to read that, if you want to buy and read that story, it is pretty nice. The ending's a little, it's very, it gives off that feeling of like Reddit humor. Which is kind of understandable, but like, man, when you get to the end and when you're thinking about the Reddit humor, it's so funny. It's Reddit or 4chan sort of feel. And so that's kind of how it feels for I Am a Hero, but I still, for the most part, enjoy that series. I still have some scenes that replay in my head. I Am a Hero will forever instill my fear in zombie babies. They are scary. Zombie babies. Absolutely terrifying. Because there's this one scene. I remember all the fucking time. There's this one scene where everybody, all the survivors, had gathered up into the temple. And this mother who... the baby had gotten bitten at some point, right? The baby was infected, but of course, humans being the way humans do. Oh, it's still my baby. I want to protect it. Hopefully it's still good. I say it's still good. The zombie's a product. The baby, I mean. Anyways, yeah, the baby turns into a zombie because it got infected at some point, and everybody is so crowded and jam-packed into each other, right? That the zombie baby gets off of his mother, and it proceeded to bite everybody's ankles. Because everyone was so jam-packed in this at this temple area. So like, damn dude, that fucking zombie baby was just biting off everybody's ankles and just infecting everybody in that area. That scene from I Am a Hero lived rent-free in my head. And also this one scene of a guy jerking off for some reason. It was very stupid. And also he was like a zombie at some point. The only reason why I remember it is because he was jerking off so much that he pulled off his own dick. That was the whole joke. But yeah, I Am a Hero is a very fun zombie apocalypse type manga, but it has very much 4chan and Reddit humor into it. So it's very funny if you haven't read that manga yet. Overall, it's interesting, and I like that there's really only a minute amount of censorship on the zombies, right? There's still blood sometimes, but most of the blood that you see on the zombies are all different colors, which is them censoring it. But I enjoy that they're using this color, this, a nice, like, painting rainbow color on the zombies to cover up the blood that's on them. But I like that they're showcasing the zombies, because there are some zombie shows, like School Live, that doesn't really show the zombies. It kind of, like, the zombies, they get shown in, like, darkness and everything. So that was how School Live did their own low censorship, but I like the way that they're doing it here, which makes it very colorful and kind of gives more of a light-hearted view on the zombie apocalypse, albeit they're still very fucking scary, coming at you full charge and everything. That's a little too spooky for me. But that's gonna be it for this discussion. The full discussion will be up on Patreon, so if I don't see you there, then I'll see you when I see you. And also, if I have anything else to say, I'll write it in the description down below.